Take Randall Wolford, an oil drilling consultant.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
How are you?
Online, he calls himself It New to Me.
Did I put you at the table?
Yeah, once.
Really?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah?
That's about the only thing I'm really good at on pool table. Asked me if I had any run on pool table. I said, yes.
Officers also find naked pictures of the 52-year-old on his digital camera.
Cause I can show you about a real love, and I can promise anything that I do is just to satisfy you.
When it hurt, I ease the pain, girl.
Alright, welcome to the Randall Wolfert To Catch a Predator commentary. This is from the, I guess, infamous Murphy, Texas sting from, I think it's 2007. I don't know exactly when. Obviously, Murphy, Texas is one of the more, if not the most notorious sting for the Louis Conrad incident. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Randall Wolfert.
During every internet
I'll just turn this up.
predator investigation, a variety of men show up, and it's no different here in Murphy, Texas. The potential child predators range in age from 23 years old to 63.
How's the drive?
Not bad.
From unemployed
Hey! How are you?
to
Fucking Alan Cherney. Oh my gosh, I forgot just how rough he looked. Just go frame by frame here so we can get a a look at that fucking back. He looks like a fucking like you can't really see his face because it's so pixelated. He looks like a fucking like vampire or some shit coming in. And there's the decoy. Hey, yeah, look at that, dude. Look at that curve. That's like a nice C curve, but it's also like an S curve because like it would go up like a C and then it like goes into his head, so there's like an S shape to it. That's fucked. Actually, like his hairline, like down this way, interacting with his like upper spine there, like it's like a weird S curve. That's fucked.
to successful businessmen. Take Randall Wolford, an oil drilling consultant.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
How are you? Did you get lost?
Online,
Alright, before we get into his online chat, I just want to talk about his flirting, or well, I guess what could be seen as flirting.
take Randall Wolford, an oil drilling consultant.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
Like, is that just like typical Texas like slang? Like, hey girl. I'm not from Texas, so I don't know the dialect there, but I do know that he's just a cringe guy. The hey girl. He's gonna get weird with it online too, but I'm just curious. Like, is that the best he can do? Anyways.
How are you? Did you get lost?
No?
Online, he calls himself It New to Me. While chatting with a perverted justice
It New to
decoy,
Me.
he says he wants to go to lunch and a movie with Sequoia, a girl who tells him she's 13.
I'm 13, female, Texas. ASL.
He's 52.
It's crazy. He's 52, she's 13. Like that could be like his granddaughter in a way. If he had kids really young, like that could be the age of his granddaughter.
Next day, his intentions go from creepy to pornographic.
I would come over and make out with you, show you how it feels, let you in.
I would come over and make out with you and show you how it feels. I'm sorry, and I don't know what this online picture looks like, but because this looks like one from the Sting house. But like, in what world is like a 13-year-old like wanting to like get frisky with like this guy? You know what I mean? Like in this picture he looks like a deer in headlights. I'm wondering if this is when the cameras are coming out. Anyways, he's gonna get weird. He's gonna get weirder with it, I should say.
Enjoy me as much as I would you. I love to give oral and feel the sensation for your orgasms.
I'm curious, like, would a fucking 13-year-old like even know what an orgasm is at this point? Like, that's a genuine question, and maybe I'm out of the loop, but like, it's just mind-boggling in a way. like I would say put yourself in the shoes of like Randall, but that's not a good idea. I just don't understand what like do these guys think that like early teen kids are just like these like horn dog sluts that are just fucking, I guess slut's not a right term, these like horned up hormone driven just fucking anything that goes. And I think a good thing to point out, and this was pointed out to me by someone, is that like she's like, this is like a suburbia. This is a suburban Texas. It looks like suburbs, and some like what was pointed out to me is like kids in the suburbs fuck each other. They don't have sex with like older people. What I think is interesting is there's a level of class to it. Like usually it's like people who might not have their parents in their lives because they could be working all that time. I think Fast Eddie actually spoke something about that in one of his commentaries. I don't remember what one, but I do remember Fast Eddie talking about how they never go the poor route. They always just kind of go like the rich parent or the always working parent who's just away or whatever. Anyways, let's get back into this.
Then, less than 2 hours after that chat, he shows up at the house. He thinks the girl's mother is working until midnight.
So where's your mom working?
Oh, actually she works with computers in Austin, so she goes away on business a lot.
I really like that answer, and you can tell she just kind of pulled that out of the thin air. Like, I don't think anyone on the Dateline or PJ crew like prompted her to to say that. Like, he just asked a question and she just came up with it. I would say that's a pretty solid answer. You know, it's not like it's not like that guy from the fucking Jesse Velez one. They went away. No, it's a pretty it's a really good answer, and it, you know, like, I don't think Randy here is gonna ask any more after that, because it's a solid answer. Do I need to say it again? No. Let's continue.
Nice house.
Yeah, thanks.
See? He didn't care. And he just kind of like, oh, it's a nice house. And he's pouring up I don't know if that's, I mean, the can could be Coke or it could be fucking like RC Cola. I hope it's RC Cola. That'd be funny.
The 52-year-old makes a comment about the pool table. The decoy asks a provocative question.
Did you ever do it on the pool table?
Yeah, once.
Really?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's about the only thing I'm any good at on the pool table.
Alright, so I do feel like, I don't know if they directly fed that line to her, like try and ask if he'd done on the pool table, but by this point, I think Dateline knew what they had, and I do apologize. There's a motherfucker on the motorbike out there, and that's, I do apologize for the ambient noise. My mic is definitely picking that up. Anyways, what I was saying was, this guy, Dateline definitely like asked her to like ask like a provocative question. Like, at this point in the series, I think they've got like 2 stings left. I think they've got Jersey and the classic Bowling Green. So I think they're trying to like kind of get a little more raunchy with it. They want to they want those rating spikes, and obviously I don't know if the general audience would be desensitized to it, but NBC is trying to outdo themselves, and so in doing that, they're asking these decoys to ask like provocative questions. I don't know if they're actually like full on just telling them, hey, you have to ask, have you ever done it on a pool table? But they probably like brief them like, hey, you know, try and make a provocative comment, you know, that make them feel comfortable or something like that. And I think that's interesting because it would continue on into like Jersey with Casey was on the beach with fucking, what was that guy's name? Was it Eugene Daly? Where it's like, do you want me to do anything to you? Or like the fucking Malik Washington, where it's like, well, we're gonna watch the porn first. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked, and I do apologize for that.
But we won't have a chance to see his billiard skills tonight.
So why don't you make yourself at home?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. You?
I wonder if that's just an instinctual thing to shake Chris's hand. just because this guy obviously knows that he's in trouble. I wonder if he's like, I wonder what the handshake is for. Obviously, I love how this is pixelated, but you can still see Chris has like this kind of like smug grin on his face, like, oh, I'm gonna tear you a new one.
Fine. Apparently, the wheels start turning in his head.
And how old are you?
I'm 49.
35. 45. I don't remember what Anthony Palumbo said, but that's whenever like someone like changes their age back and forth, I get that. I call that a Palumboism. Even though this guy is before Palumbo, Palumbo just transcends all continuity in the TCAP universe.
No.
Remember, he's really 52. Online, he gave yet another age, 46. Then as he helps himself to
46.
candy, he comes up with this.
And I was fully intending on sitting right here until her mother got home.
You were.
Yes.
Oh, I hate that fucking excuse because it's so like obvious. Like it's such a like. I talked earlier about how the decoy was able to pull that like explanation for where her mom works out of thin air, and this is like the opposite end of that spectrum because it's also pulled out of thin air, but there's no like body to it. It's so flimsy and thin. You can poke holes through it. Just because, like, in the chat log, he's like, yes, I would like to eat between your legs and have the sensation of your orgasm. Like, that's not, like, was he going to show the mom the chat? I know, obviously, it's an excuse, and it's just kind of an instinctual excuse, I would say. But it just pisses me off, because there's probably more guys than I actually remember who have said that. And TCAP, like none come to mind at like instantly, but I know there's probably at least like 5 or so who use this exact excuse.
I was going to explain to her mother how I come to be here
And how are you going to explain that to the mother?
by telling her about the chat.
Okay, I know Chris is about to ream him out for like what I just went on about the chat, but like it's so stupid because he's in the chat talking very sexual, and I think he's the one to initiate the sexual chat. And meanwhile, it's like, oh no, I'm going to show her mother that she was going along with it.
You're going to say, hi, I was cruising a chat room. I started talking to your daughter. I asked her if she ever masturbated. I asked her if I could have sex with her.
About it.
During the interview, he starts to waffle. Some of the time, it new to me comes clean.
I have a 26-year-old daughter.
26-year-old daughter.
Okay, so I think the decoy is like 13, so that's like half the age of his daughter. You know, why couldn't? And maybe I'm asking for too much for these guys to actually like be not sympathetic, empathetic, and put themselves in the situation where like, how would you feel when your daughter was 13 if like someone 52 at the time, Randall, came to meet her? Obviously, I think Chris is gonna, I think Chris is gonna ask him the same thing, and he's probably gonna, and I think he does say, oh, well, no, I would not have been okay with it. And I think that just comes down to the classic excuse that, or not even an excuse, just the classic character trope that all these guys have of like a form of hubris. I say all these guys, all the predators that have kids have like this weird hubris where like they want to meet kids, but well, if an older man met my daughter, that would not fly. I guess there is like predators who would be like there would be predators who said something like it depends on if it's someone like me. Fuck, who said that? I'll remember way after recording this.
Now, back when she was 13, if a 49-year-old came calling, would you be okay with that?
No, sir, I wouldn't.
So why is it okay for you to come here?
Well, it is.
He realizes what he said in his chat speaks for itself.
I would love to taste you, Sequoia. Show you how good it feels to have a man down on you.
Yes, sir, I did say that. No denying it.
I would enjoy that very much.
While he can't deny what he said online, he sticks with the claim he would have waited for the girl's mother to return.
Now, the other problem with your Good Samaritan story is that was not the discussion you had when you first came in here.
She asked me if I had ever done it on a pool table, and I said yes, a long time ago.
Look how fucking wide those eyes are. Oh my goodness, he is frightened. or maybe he's just trying to be expressive and like communicating with his face to Chris that like she asked, and but no, in this picture he looks like he's on something. Like it looks like he did like a couple bumps or something like that.
What was the next move?
Talk to her.
Since I wasn't buying that explanation, he tries another route, one we've heard repeatedly. He brings up God.
This story.
Oh, and I fucking hate all these guys who bring up, like, God, like, I'm a religious man, yada, yada, yada. Like, in my personal life, I wouldn't say, like, semi-religious. I mean, I do believe in God, but in many ways, I would say that I'm not, like, a practicing member of the church, just because I don't really care for the church. But that has nothing to do with what I'm about to talk about. Randall's, God is my savior, and I know I will be forgiven or some shit, and it just pisses me off because that's like such a wolf in sheep's clothing disguise. Like, is his thought process like, oh, if I bring up God, Chris is gonna automatically say, oh no, you're forgiven, Like it really pisses me off because people like fucking Randall have contributed to the bad name that religious organizations get. Now, don't get me wrong, religious organizations, they don't help it by protecting predators as well. But then, like, there's people like myself who are, like, in a sense, like, alienated in certain situations because we believe in God. But, people just automatically think, oh, you're a believer in the church or whatever, you must, be a supporter of like pedophiles, and that's very rare. I will say that, but there's always like ways to explain it, but it's just a bother. And dude, I'm sorry, I went on a massive side tangent there, but it pretty much just comes down to like Randy here is contributing to that that stereotype, I guess would be the way to say it.
Does not add
Well, Chris, whether it adds up or not, God is my savior. That is the truth.
Whether it adds up or not, fuck, I hate this guy. I really, like, I don't know if he's, like, one of my most hated, but he's pretty bad. And I know, like, on a show like this, everyone is bad. But I just, there's something about him I just fucking hate.
You a religious man?
Yes, sir. I'm a faithful man. Yes, sir.
I'm a faithful man. I think he's divorced, but like still, being a faithful man, you're trying to meet a 13-year-old is just fucking like, it's sick.
Does your faith involve visiting 13-year-old girls or Home Alone?
No, sir, it does not. And I really screwed up big time.
Well, there's a couple things you got to know. And I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet...
Oh, is he missing a finger? I think I've never noticed that before.
We're
I think
doing
he's,
a story
like,
on
the tip of his
adults.
Finger. Oh, he is too. That's interesting. I wonder if that was like an accident on the site. Like I never noticed that before. I wonder. Like he was an oil drilling consultant, so I'm wondering if that. I don't know what that entails, but I wonder if like one of his consulting jobs went bad. But yeah, missing two, looks like up from the first, I don't know, the finger, I don't know the anatomy of a finger, but yeah, missing, about half a finger.
Who try to meet kids online for sex. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say, Randy, we'd like to hear it. If not...
He's apparently never seen To Catch a Predator and doesn't realize while he's walking away from us, drink in hand, he's walking towards the Murphy Police Department.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
He's whisked away in an unmarked car and driven to the police station where he's searched.
You got anything that's going to stick me or poke me?
No, sir.
The police find a condom in his pocket. His truck is...
Dude, that is the most scuffed looking condom I have ever I have seen on, maybe on this show. Like, dude, I don't know. Like, I know condoms are like designed to be durable, I guess. But like, dude, that looks like, that packaging alone tells me that either that's really old. It tells me that it's probably old, and it's also probably gonna break. Fucking Randy, you gross prick.
His truck is also thoroughly searched.
He owns 14 guns as well.
Turns out It New to Me is a gun enthusiast.
That's a list of all the guns and serial numbers.
I mean, not to stereotype, but he's from fucking Texas. I mean, do you expect something else from a guy who lives in Texas not to be a gun enthusiast? You know, it's like telling piss not to be yellow when you're dehydrated. It just doesn't work.
20 guns in the truck.
Officers also find naked pictures of the 52-year-old.
Alright, I'm gonna pause on this. Yeah, this here, like, he's already a gross guy, but this just grosses me out more because they're on a digital camera. Like, what the fuck was he doing with these? You know, and it's like, in a certain sense, like, I guess if you're sharing these with like someone who's of age and like they're like an intimate partner or whatever, I guess there's nothing inherently wrong with it. But just knowing how this guy operates, he weirds me the fuck out, and I hate this. Like, this is absolutely disgusting. This whole like I'm gonna take nude pictures of myself. Like why is he doing this? Like, is he like trying to feel like this is gonna sound really cringe. Like, is he trying to feel sexy? Is he trying to feel like hip, young? Like, yeah, this is what the young kids are doing. They're taking nudes or shit. I really don't know. And on one hand, it's like I would like to know, but also I feel like the answer is fucking disgusting, and I just wouldn't want to know. And I really appreciate Dateline like putting him on blast. Like, he's 52 when he's taking naked pictures of himself on a digital camera.
On his digital camera. Then he's brought into the booking station.
Do you have any allergies?
No, ma'am.
You turn and face that way?
He leaves the booking station and is brought in for questioning. After he's read his rights, he starts to talk, telling a familiar story that police don't buy.
And just as I told Chris with Dateline, my intention was to sit right there and wait until her mother come home.
Eventually, he tells her the truth.
I truly don't know why I was so stupid. All the way down here, I was telling myself, yeah, this isn't right, and
no, it's definitely not right. Somebody your age going over to a 13-year-old girl's house to have sex.
It's pretty low.
I absolutely adore how this, like, I don't know if he's a detective or a cop, but like how he says this, it's definitely not right. You know, someone your age going over a 13-year-old for sex. Like he gets very quiet when he says sex. Like, I don't know. There's just something like it makes you listen in more, and I can appreciate that.
Your age going over to a 13-year-old girl's house to have sex.
It's pretty low.
Like he's almost saying it really low because of just how much it disgusts him, and I think that might get the point across to Randy. Like, hey, we think you're a gross guy.
When you were checked,
and then this guy, this guy. I don't remember what interrogation he did. I think it's fucking it's Twink Toilet where it's like dirty boys, BOIS. It's fucking hilarious. And then like hearing him talk, whenever like I hear his voice, I just hear that love dirty boys, BOIS, who love to get down and freaky or whatever the line was.
With her and talking about sexual things, like at one time you talked about wanting to hold her close and you'd like to feel her have an orgasm.
Yes, sir.
Is that true?
Yes, sir, I did.
At the time you were doing that chat, didn't you intend to have sex with the girl?
I guess you could say I did, yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm guilty as charged. I have to accept my punishment.
This fucker got really lucky, at least the first time, because he straight up, like, well, his first mistake was talking to the cops. He should have lawyered up, but I'm happy he didn't. And then he straight up fesses up to them like I'm guilty as charged. I need to take my punishment. Obviously, what happened with Louis Conrad, this guy went off scot-free. I know there's an update at the end of the video, so I won't get too much into what happened post TCAP until then. But yeah, like had he been charged, or had he had the DA pursued charges with him, he probably would have went away for a while, I would thing because of just how open he was. Like, I'm guilty as charged. I need to take my punishments.
He goes before a judge.
Hey, Stanley. How you doing, Stanley? Fucking Stanimac 12, Stanley Kendall.
And bail is set.
So you're charged with online solicitation of a minor. I've set your bail at $50,000.
Alright, here we go. I will cut it. Okay, so yeah. So Randy Howard Warford, whatever the fuck, was arrested during the Murphy, Texas. Oh, 2006. I thought it was 2007. So yeah, November 2006, he was charged with online solicitation of a minor under the age of 14. The next day, he was released on bail, $50,000 bail. After the suicide of Louis Conrad, the district attorney refused to prosecute any of the men arrested during the sting operation, saying the cases were tainted by the involvement of amateurs. I disagree, and I partly agree, just because Dateline did jump the gun with Louis Conrad. Like, I think that was kind of what they wanted to lead with, and it fucked them up. But still, you know, a lot of these Murphy, Texas guys, if not all of them, got off, and that was a fucking shame. Anyways, where was I? The case against Wolfert was dropped. He got divorced from his wife, and okay, so he was married. I thought, okay, so that just brings up, okay, he was married. So, like, was he taking those naked pictures for his wife? They neglected to bring up that he was married on TCAP. So, I'm curious, like, was he already on the outs with his wife, or did they get divorced because of his attempt infidelity with a minor? Anyways, I'm happy for his wife, or his ex-wife, that she got divorced from him. I hope, you know, everything went well for her after this. She's able to, you know, bounce back. I mean, in this case, I don't even know what his wife looks like. I don't know her personality. But she's probably the catch, and she probably lowered herself to be with a guy like Randy Wolford. So in March 2008, he began swapping dirty talk with a police sergeant posing in a chat room as a 13-year-old named Jennifer. He asked Jennifer if she was really a cop or a plant from Perverted Justice. The undercover cop denied it, making Wolfert comfortable enough to continue the sexually explicit chat. Then they chatted for several times for more than a month. Described the sexual acts that he wanted to perform on Jen, sent her pornographic images, requested that she send him nude photographs of herself, which would have been child porn, and directed her to live stream a sexual video where he could be seen conducting sexual content. He met Jen at McDonald's, John Kennelly style. He greeted a 19-year-old police department employee and encouraged them to get in the truck. She said she needed to use the bathroom restaurant. As she walked away, Wolfert fled. She was stopped a few miles and arrested. Wolfert was indicted on one count of attempting to pursue, and he faced maximum statutory. So I'm happy that this guy got caught. It sucks that he couldn't get caught in the Dateline sting just because of the DA refusing to pursue any of that. But, wait, what? In the chat, Wolfert expressed an interest in having sex with minor children and asserted that he had previously raped a Oh, for fuck's sakes, I really hope that's not true. But if it is, then yeah, Randy is one of the worst ones. After a one-day trial, the jury returned a verdict against Wolfert, and he was sentenced to 24 years in prison and 24 years and 4 months in prison without parole. I'm hoping that, okay, so he would still be in prison. Honestly, he would have been like 53, 54 when he went away. I'm hoping that he never gets out of prison. Take that as you will, but I do not like Randy. And actually, I'm just going to probably cut it off there, just because if you want, you can just go watch the Saul video. And oh yeah, shouts out to Saul. I know this is at the end of the video. I should have shouted him out at the beginning, but shouts out to Saul, the TCAP upload. And yeah, have a good one. And thank you